This morning, the Delta variant pushing hospitals closer to crisis. ICUs in Alabama, Georgia, Florida, and Texas now at 90% capacity or more. Nearly a quarter of COVID cases reported last week were children. The push to get them vaccinated more urgent than ever. Pfizer telling NBC News its vaccine data for 5 to 11-year-olds will be ready this month, and emergency use authorization could come as soon as Thanksgiving. This as the pandemic hits rural communities the hardest. Here at Marshall Hospital outside Sacramento, physician assistant Ariana Campbell faces a record surge of COVID patients, many struggling to breathe.
3 patients have arrived within the span of 15 minutes.
Yes.
And you're already out of beds.
Yes.
The lives she's trying to save, often those of her own friends and neighbors, like Antoinette Sims. She's had severe symptoms for 6 weeks, so bad she can't work. Her 2 sons had COVID and her best friend died from it, yet she still refuses to get the vaccine.
I just want to be sure, what if I am that small, minute number that actually dies from it?
What do you tell someone like Antoinette? She's your friend.
I've lost sleep over that. And so I am trying to help folks trust in medicine.
After weeks of 14-hour shifts, Ariana says she's terrified of getting infected herself and giving it to her husband and kids.
I don't know if I could forgive myself if I brought home COVID and they were suffering.
Just 8 miles from the hospital burns the ferocious Caldor fire. These dual disasters leaving some hospital staff devastated, like orderly Julie King. She lost her home to the fires last week. Still, she's showing up for work, cleaning the rooms of critically ill COVID patients.
It's not all about just me. It's the patients' families, and sometimes you just have to set that aside and do what you do.
The Caldor fire is now driving thousands into evacuation shelters where the number of COVID-19 outbreaks is growing. Ariana is actually part of a medical strike team that goes into those shelters and assesses people for symptoms. Just another example of how the nation's physician assistants are being stretched to the limit, many seeing them as the pandemic's unsung heroes. Tom.
That they are. All right, Aaron, thank you. Guys, so many areas of the country dealing with that extreme weather and the pandemic at the same time.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.